Okay, so you keep saying someday or, well, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow. But what if that someday never comes? But why are you saying so? Why do you need another day when you have today? What are you actually afraid of? Expressing yourself? Did you realize that you are actually wasting your time? You are spending your time on the wrong things. You are afraid of expressing yourself. That's literally the wrong things. I think you should be afraid of not expressing yourself before you leave this earth. Before you can finally show your potential to the world. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Today I'm gonna talk about one thing that you can't ever get back once you lost, and it's time. So even if you're a trillionaire, even if you're a millionaire, you can't ever buy the time. You can't ever get back the time that you already lost. You only have one chance to stay in this earth. So once you leave this earth, you will never exist again. And even if you believe in what they call reincarnation or something like that, you will definitely be a completely different person. You will have different personalities, you will have different goals, and so many others. You will be a completely different person. The way you see this world, the way you feel, it's gonna be so different. So completely different. Lots of people laying on their deathbed, regretting for not showing themselves, for not showing their true potential to the world. They wish that they expressed themselves earlier. They wish that they show up. They wish that they showed everyone who they truly were. Now you might be asking, why didn't they express themselves? Because they were fear. They fear that everyone would judge them. They fear that everyone would tease them, even their own friends. They feel that they are not really important. They feel that they are not worth. They feel that they don't have value. So if you also feel so, then listen to this. If you feel like you don't have the ability, you don't have the capability, you don't have the courage to even show yourself to the world, then you will forever never come out of the cave. You will only stay behind and you will eventually regret everything when you lay on your deathbed later. But actually, are you really feared? Answer this honestly. Are you really feared to express yourself? Are you really feared to show the entire universe who you truly were? I don't think that you are feared. I think it's your very own perspective. You are just afraid what others think of you. You are afraid that they will tease you about what you are doing. But hey, did you know that in fact nobody really cares about you? They don't care about what you are actually doing. Well, take me as an example. You might think, well, what actually is this person talking about? Is she yapping? What is she doing here? You might be thinking like that, but that thought will only last for seconds or minutes, or just until you complete watching these videos. Later on, you will not think about that anymore. You will probably forget about me. You will only focus on what you are doing. So it's either scrolling another videos, or completing your homework, completing your assignments, going to the mall, going to the gym with your friends, and so on. So in fact, you are not that important to them, and it's so good. Then, some people might also think that if you really want to show off your true potential, you should be smart. And I think that's completely true. Imagine that you are aspiring to be a doctor. If you don't even have the knowledge, if you don't know anything about medical science, if you don't know anything about pharmacy, then how can you be a doctor? How can you give contribution in the field of medical science? Or if you want to be an engineer, for example, then you should obviously be good at maths, at physics, at chemistry, you name it all. But actually, if you really want to give contribution, if you really want to be impactful, you don't have to be a doctor to be impactful. You don't have to be an engineer to be impactful. There are so many other ways. You can also spread your ideas through art, through creativity. Or if you have deep interest about music, then you can also try to cover songs. You can also try to write songs, to sing a song for everyone. There are so many ways. But yes, that's true that you will have to improve yourself first before you can really show up your true potential. You can do whatever you like. You don't need to follow others since you have your very own paths. If you don't aspire to be an engineer, then don't be an engineer. If you don't aspire to be a doctor, then don't be a doctor. But that's so true that you will have to improve yourself first before you show off your potential. So what I'm truly saying is that don't waste your time to just stay in the cave, okay? Don't waste your time just to be afraid. But while you are in that cave, spend your time very wisely. Spend your time to improve yourself, to gain more knowledge, to gain skills, to everything that's related to your passion, to your goals, to your ambitions. So rather than being afraid, you should have the courage to reach whatever you want in this life. Because you only live once. Because once again, you will only live once. And once you leave this entire universe, you will never exist again. If you think that you are a good painter, then show your art to everyone. If you aspire to be a public speaker, then try to host an event. Don't be afraid to show up. Instead, be afraid of not expressing yourself. At the end of the day, your time is your biggest asset. You gotta decide whether you want to spend it wisely or you want to spend it very uselessly. Whether you want to hold down your skills or whether you want to use your time to just hang out with friends, having fun, doing nothing. So you gotta choose it. If you choose to show up, you don't need to think about others' approval. You don't need to wait for it. All you need to do is just start. Start doing. Don't wait for others. Don't pay attention to what people will think about you. That means nothing. So you only have to spend your time very wisely so that you will never regret that. So that when you are like 80 or 90, when you are lying on the bed, you will never regret your time. You will never regret for not showing your true self. So if you think that you still lack of potential, you can always use your time to improve your skills. Remember that there is no going back. You can't ever get back the time that you have once lost. Think about it. It's not money. If it's money, then once you lost it, you can earn it back anytime. But if it's time, you can never earn it back. Even if you have millionaires, you can't ever buy back the time that you already lost. And you will definitely regret it a lifetime. Then if you say, well, I'm quite old already. I'm in my 40s, in my 30s, in my 50s. How do I fix that? I really regret wasting my time so much when I was younger. Well, in my opinion, you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Ask yourself, where did my time go? Did I spend too much time hanging out with my friends? Did I spend too much time on gossiping? Or whatever it is. Think about it and write it down on a piece of paper. Then write it down on your diary, on your journal. Make it as a reflection. After that, you gotta find out your next goals. What do you wanna do? Are you aspiring to be a singer? Or are you aspiring to be a writer? A scientist? Or anything else? Just write it down. Then you gotta find out what your priority is. You just make a list about your priority and then do it from the very start. From number one, number two, number three, do it in order. Find out the most important thing on how you can achieve that, how you can be that person, how you can achieve that aspiration of yours. And don't waste any more time. And also you need to think that nobody else will care about you. Nobody cares about you. They don't care about what you are doing. They don't care about your aspiration. How you are doing, what you are doing, how you have been, nobody cares about that. And that way, if you think that way, you will be able to at least minimize your regrets.